All right, gentlemen, once again, we are live on our 25th week in a row for the One Pair at a Time podcast channel. How's everyone doing this morning?
No complaints at all. It is Saturday, and let's get to it.
Yo,
Yeah.
no, hold on. Let me turn my camera on. Can you see me now? Yo wasn't able to see me, could y'all? What up? What up, fellas?
Oh, man. Purple Haze, what's up, man? It's been a little bit, bro.
Perp
How you been?
Yeah, be out here dancing in the evenings. It's hard out here for a pimp, but
Oh,
You just got back not too long ago from California, right?
yes, sir.
What part of California were you in?
San Fran,
San
Nice.
Fran. What's the temperatures like out there?
60s.
Oh, that's
Really?
beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, 60s in the earlier part of the evenings, but kind of tiptoed on the lower 70s during the daytime. But it was beautiful weather.
That is beautiful. Wow.
Nice. 60 degrees. Man, if I was in that right now, I'd need a coat.
Man, hey,
well, you would, yeah.
tell me about it.
Man. Jay, you was dealing with some flooding over there on the west coast of Florida. What's up
Ooh.
with that? Was he frozen? Jay must have froze up.
The battery fell out.
You said the battery fell
I
out.
don't know. I guess we'll wait.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see if he gets that fixed. But how you doing, Mr. Thank, man? How
Yeah, he
are
is
things
frozen.
out there in Colorado?
Man, it is 7:04 a.m. Things are early.
Woo.
Things are early. No, things are good, man. It's been hot. Yesterday, I believe we had like, what was it? 70? No, 90. It was like 93 degrees yesterday. So we're still catching like a lot of that hot weather. I was working all day in it, and the heat's been getting to me. Like the heat's literally been bothering me. I don't know if it's been ever since this, roller coaster incident, but I don't know. The heat's been hitting me different, man.
That I would
bothering me.
probably say that's definitely part of it for sure. Jay,
What up, Jay?
we good now?
Yeah, like everything froze, everybody went black, and we just had the ring of death.
Shoot, I thought
Plug
you was
yourself into
doing
the wall instead.
yeah.
Something happened. I don't know. I was like, okay.
Yeah, so I was asking you about the flooding that you had this week over where you were at. What's up with that?
I'm gonna tell you, man. Like, in Tampa, certain neighborhoods are just known for flooding. I mean, when you drive past this particular neighborhood, you rarely see drainage. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, so where does the water go? So that water was touching, my door of my car.
That is
And
crazy.
I was getting nervous because I didn't want it to stall out. And one guy, he had a truck, he just stopped. So I was like, yo, I got to keep going, man. I moved over to the side and just kept on rolling. And he, got a little bit upset, had some words, asked some words for him. But at the end of the day, it don't matter, man. As long as my car didn't stall on me in that deep waters, that's all that matters.
Yeah, so long as that intake, the air intake stays above the water, you should be good for the most part.
Yeah. It didn't hit the air intake, but that water was deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
That was deep.
Gotcha. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in right now in the comment section. Tyler checking in. Good morning. Good morning to you, bro. Jeffrey Fight checking in. We got somebody named Kabuki tapped in here in the comment section. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Once again, this is week 25 of the One Pair at a Time podcast channel, man.
25.
Yes.
Some of your most diverse shoe tubers out there, man. We ain't just about sneakers. We know a lot about a lot.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about a lot, especially earlier this week, man. Perp, I don't know if you've been able to catch us on some of the replays, bro. We've been talking about, drones, robots, world economies.
Oh man,
different stuff going on, man.
Salvation days, huh?
Man, let me tell you, just wild amount of things going on. But this has been a Amamanier Raffle W weekend. Bunch of raffle W's went out for the Alma Manier Jordan 3s through their Discord. Those are the Discord W's, not necessarily the regular website raffle W's that have gone out. And I ended up hitting.
Yes, sir. Congrats.
Did the rest of you guys hit?
No hair.
Were y'all even able to get into the Discord raffle?
Yeah, I wasn't able to get in. No, I've been working like crazy. Gotcha. I've been missing it. Yep.
Yeah.
What about you, Jay?
So as we were doing working on that Discord for me, some things came up and I just didn't lock it in, and so no.
Yep. Tyler said he got a dub. Let's go.
Yes, he did.
All right, Tyler.
Tyler got a dub.
They were sending out W's like randomly throughout the day, because like Tyler got his like in the morning, and I didn't see the email for me until it was around like. Actually, I got the email around 8 o'clock at night, and it was around 11 o'clock that I ended up seeing it. And then you had it. You have until Sunday, tomorrow, at some point in time, to actually go ahead and secure the pair. So if you got a W, it's there. It's yours. It's yours until either you don't pick it up at all. You know what I'm saying? But if you go ahead and confirm and put your information in, it's your W. So I don't know. I kind of, the way Alma Manier was doing it, you know what I mean? Like, it's an interesting way of doing that exclusive access. Those W's go out early, and then if you do hit there, you can cancel all the other EQL raffles that you're in, which I need to go ahead and do. Not unless, actually. Well, Mr. Thing, you might need some help hitting them, so I might leave one.
Yeah,
there
keep it alive if you don't mind. Yeah.
I'll keep one alive for you. And that size 12.
Yeah. I would appreciate that. Why not?
I feel like everybody that put in on the Discord actually hit.
It's gonna hit
that any else on it so far, which takes exclusive access to a whole nother level when you think about it. And there were 3 waves yesterday primarily. There was an early morning set of waves that came across that people just assumed that was going to be it. Then they came back out and surprised everyone with a late evening wave, which completely threw people off. And then you had a wave that hit around midnight as well. Literally, you had 3 massive waves of W's for the Discord that came across. And so everyone in the chat was going nuts, but I think pretty much everyone who put in for it on the Discord actually hit. So that's actually, it goes to show you that there probably going to be a massive amount of pairs, considerably for Alma, as far as that's concerned, of this particular sneaker. So.
Couple people tapped in. What we got here? Jason Catoni tapped in, said, "Morning, everyone. Glad everything worked out, Jay." Tyler said, "Got a W." Jeffrey Fright tapped in. Hate to lose tapped in. He said he got a W as well. Shout out to you, bro. Congratulations on that. Let's see here. Chaotic Trigger tapped in. Good morning to you, bro. Appreciate
what up?
you.
What
You know
up?
what I'm saying?
Good morning,
tapped
fellas.
in. Good morning. Elliot Armstrong tapped in. What's going on?
Idiot.
We got Logan Waite tapped in. What's going on with you?
What up?
Oh, here we go. We already got the
That's
the
up.
haters in the comments. Oh,
What up, Train Wreck?
Yeah, what's up,
Okay.
Train Wreck? Yep.
Let me say something to Kabuki. Konnichiwa, watashi no nami wa arimasu.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Konnichiwa, hajimemashite, kinki desu ka?
Yes, sir.
Oh, damn. Y'all hit
Yeah.
It's a straight up like, yeah. Y'all for real know Japanese like that?
I need to learn, but I'm working.
That was real Japanese, yes.
Well, I didn't think it was fake, but I'm just saying. I didn't think it was fake.
You would be surprised.
Listen, I recognize that. I watch some anime here and there.
So watch it.
Oh.
I watch some anime here and there. You know what I'm saying? Picked up, play some of that Ghost of Tsushima. Listen to it with the English subtitles.
Looks like we got Lena tapping in. Hey,
Yeah.
Elliot Armstrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Logan Waits.
Good morning. What
so,
up?
So overall, with these Alma Manier threes, it's interesting because I feel like as Alma Manier has continued to do these collabs, especially with Jordan Brand, that I think with every pair, it seems as though they've produced more and more stock. Does it seem like that to you guys or no?
I mean, if it's true, I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not mad at Alma Manier for increasing the stock, to be honest with you. I think it's a good thing because it gives more people, an opportunity to cop this beautiful silhouette. And like I said, I had this silhouette in hand personally, and the quality is supreme. It's premium. It's just dope. It's just dope.
Yeah, I can totally see more stock being available.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back and you look, the original Alma 3, there was very low stock, extremely low stock. I mean, you had to go out and almost buy a lottery ticket if you were able to hit on it. But progressively, we've seen Alma with the growing demand and the consumer want of their different silhouettes that they have been pumping out for the last several years. I mean, they've increased, supply and demand. It's simple economics 101.
True.
Right.
True. There were some thoughts out there that people think that this shoe may end up sitting around because of the amount of pairs that they've produced. I don't necessarily see it that way. I think, first off, it's interesting that the price has changed, right? Because originally you were hearing $250 was supposed to be the retail price with these, and then the fours as well. Now we've yet to hear what the pricing is officially going to be, but that pricing is only $225. Also, on top of that, they also dropped the cost of the shipping as well.
Yep.
Usually with the Alma Manier pairs, what was shipping like $25 almost, and I think in this case here it was only like $16. So out the door for me, it came out to total was $250, like $256. Because we pay tax here in Florida, but again, that price point, in comparison to the other collab sneakers that dropped, like the J Balvin's, those were at $250. It's interesting that they lowered the price on that. And on top of it, what happened to the white pair? Where's that at?
Purple Haze and I talked about.
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Perp, correct. Just let me know. Keep me honest here. When we talked about this, we felt like potentially that the white pair is probably going to only be a Alma Manier exclusive drop. Is that the one we were talking about?
Yeah, but some things have changed since then. It seems like I'm hearing rumors that this particular silhouette will be an Alma only because they say Sneakers App may not even get it. Now, I don't know how true that is. So I don't want to stoke the flames of, rumor or anything like that. But the white was originally predicated to be an Alma exclusive drop, correct?
And to be honest with you, I like the white pair the best.
The burgundy
in my humble opinion. Both pairs are fire. Don't get me wrong. Like let's not cap over here. You know what I mean? Like I just prefer the white pair in my opinion.
Yeah, based on pictures, the white pair does look pretty clean. I like the way it looks. Again, I'd have to have them both in hand to really make a decision. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But I get it. The white pair is definitely clean. Now, what's interesting too now is those other 5 Alma Manier shoes that they did put out there that they will be dropping. as well. What do we think prices are going to be at, like with the Air Force One, the Jordan, or I believe it's a Jordan 39, the Air Max 95. You know what I mean? Where do we think? Where do you think prices are going to be on those shoes?
I don't even like the Max 95s, but those Air Max 95s are tough.
They look nice, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually glad tonight. I was talking to Hate to Lose about those, and I was like, yeah, man, those look tough.
You know what, Perk, we talked about this, right? And I told you, in my opinion, what would I go for? I would go for probably the least desirable silhouette. And I think I would go for the Converse over the Air Maxes 95s. But the Air Max 95s are so fire, bro. And I like the Air Max 95s better. Do not get me wrong, chat. But I feel like I would go for those Converse first over the Air Max 95s.
My only gripe with the Converse pair is if they need to just thin out that midsole.
Midsole is too chunky for you?
Yeah, just a little bit. It's a little on the chunky side. You know what I'm saying? You know, a week or three of some Weight Watchers on that midsole, and we okay.
Oh no!
You know,
not the Weight Watchers.
I'm gonna tell you why I would pick the Converse first.
Go ahead.
Our Mama Year is known for quality. Listen. I don't think that's a debate.
Right.
I feel like, I can't tell by the images, but I feel like Our Mama Year is gonna give us some of that good old granddaddy dried up nutsack, leather, that lumpy bumpy, right? And I feel like that particular silhouette is basic, it's simple, but with that hint of that white and them pink laces, it's just something different. And I would say this: I'm giving Our Mama Year and Nike their props because I've been asking for something different. So I can't be mad at the models. I'm happy they stepped outside the box. Salute to them. They doing something different. Salute to them.
So let me give you a little visual here of what we're talking about for those of you who have not seen them just yet. Hold up. Damn. Just lost it. Man. Now, look, I think, damn, you know what? You threw me off, bro.
It's right there.
Talking about nutsack. You threw me off when you started talking about that.
It's all good.
All right, so here we have the 3s and the 4s. But let's move on here. So these are the 39, and these are the Converse down here. Okay, so that's the only thing, man. You thin out that midsole on the Converse pair, which I think look absolutely clean. Jay, I listen, they look absolutely clean, bro. I really like the way they look. Very, very simplistic. You know what I mean? Easily wearable with a bunch of different things. Very casual looking. I think the materials on there look pretty good. Unlike those 39s or whatever those are above it, I'm not sure what they were thinking about when they made those. How the rest of y'all feel about that pair? And then we'll get to some of these questions and comments we got here in the comment section.
I know those Converse are giving me Neapolitan vibes, which I like. But yeah, I don't understand what they were trying to accomplish with those 39s. They're giving me like quantum vibes or something, like Walmart edition quantum vibes. I don't know.
You know what they kind of remind me of? You know what? Now that I'm looking at them again, they kind of make me think about the the glitch effect from the Spider-Verse. Now that I'm looking at them, like I'm seeing that splatter on there, and that's what it's giving me, like that glitch effect.
Wow. I'm not too much of a fan when it comes past 11s. Y'all know that. I'm not a fan of this sneaker, but I have to give them props for stepping outside the box. I really have to. So I can't
That is cool.
I can't be mad at them. But we know when it comes to those 30s, those are absolutely straight hooping silhouettes.
Oh yeah.
So, for a hooping shoe, this might be it for you. So I cannot knock them. I'm not a fan, but I can't knock them, man. I just can't. Hey, Elliot, yes, fours all day, bro. 100%. But we were just talking about outside of the fours, bro. Which ones would you go for?
So here we have the Air Max 95s and the Air Force Ones. Now, was it earlier this week we were talking about these? The Air Forces especially? So Perp, I said that I asked the question, the Air Force Ones from A Ma Maniére, these here in particular, or the linen Air Force Ones that came back out this year. What do you think was a better pair?
To me,
You like the Amas better?
Those linen are clean. I want to be on record for that. But these they're different. I think that's probably what the draw is for me, right? They're different. It's never been done before. Coming out with the collaboration with Air Force One. So that's the draw for me specifically. What were your thoughts on them? What were your kicks?
I was drawing the comparison because I felt as though that the materials on the linen Air Force Ones were actually really nice, and these here look like they're going to be really nice as well. I leaned a little more towards the A Ma Maniére pair, with that silver swoosh instead of like that pink kind of swoosh that the linens had. I felt as though, these were more wearable, but I think material-wise,
I agree.
I think they're on the same level material-wise, though.
And I can't wait to get them in hand too, just for that comparison as well.
Yeah. What do you guys think the price points are going to be on some of these? Because we don't. I mean, besides the threes, we know obviously now $225. I'm thinking maybe they do the same price at the fours.
Ooh.
But I wonder what they put the Air Max 95s and the Air Force Ones.
Air Max 95
225. You think they're going to be 225?
They're going to go 225 for the Air Max?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Now where it gets tricky is those Air Force Ones. You can't put a 150 price point on those.
I agree.
So that's going to be a tough one right there. What are
okay? Well, hold on, because how much were the Terror Squad Air Force Ones?
125.
Yeah, you're about right.
No, 150 because I hit on them. They were 150.
How much for the Travis Scotts? The Air Force Ones.
You talking about the Utopias?
Yeah.
They were I think they were 180.
Wait. So we talking Terror Squad Air Force Ones, or we talking the Utopias?
No, both. I was just asking.
The Utopias were up there too. They were about like 180 out the door.
I can't remember. I had both.
Nah, I remember it was like 187 out the door for the Utopias.
Okay,
I can't remember.
Yeah.
So
I just wanted to see a couple of different ones.
That's a good call out, Mr. Think. That's a good call out on those. So I'm thinking, 150 is probably what we may see for these.
I'm thinking
based on that.
Go ahead.
Terror Squads had really good quality premium leather too.
They did.
Very
did.
Good. Yeah.
They did.
I could be wrong, but I feel like those Air Force Ones are going to be 170. I think it's going to be a $20 price hike, in my opinion.
Over the Terror Squad pair. 170. 170 does not seem that far out the box. Now, the other thing we got to consider is the packaging. Because not for nothing, I mean, with the way those threes are, I like what they did with the box. Almost like, I don't know, gives me kind of origami vibes with all the different ways you got to go about, opening it up, the different folds in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think the boxes are probably, like, the whole presentation is going to be outstanding, I think, for all these pairs, even that Converse pair, Now, if they reuse the boxes that they're doing for the Jordan 3s, then it's kind of lazy because I think they're reusing the box for the 4. They're using the same box for the 4s.
But I'm gonna say this. I don't see them reusing that box, but we know Amamiya gives us some really good presentation. You know what I mean? We cannot deny it, especially with those 3s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funky, I love it. I feel like it's a transformer type box. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Hey, Jeffrey Flight, bro. I'm with you 100%. The 4s, in my opinion, are the best. But we just talking about like outside of like those 3s and those 4s. Like, what do you think you would cop? You know what I mean? Outside of those 3s and 4s, bro. Like, absolutely 100%.
Real quick, going to the comments here. Love the Azul says, Mr. Think giving Dr. Dre vibes.
All right.
Man,
Yeah.
I've been told I look like somebody else my entire life.
Man, look at with the
And it's always people with a lot of money too. That's the best part.
I love that. I love that bag chaser. That bag chaser shirt you got on there, bro.
Appreciate you. It matches. It matches my on foot.
There we go.
Yeah. What you got on feet?
Not a popular. It's not a popular.
UNC toes.
Okay.
UNC toes. I
On
like it. I
foot
like
today.
it. I like
Okay.
it.
On foot.
I like
Amen.
it. I got a question here in the comp real quick. Jason Catoni said that he hit I just put in EQL for my 3s, okay? Appreciate you. He said, anyone here got the off-white UNCs? They're from LW Fragrance.
Yes,
Shout out to you, tapped in. Perp, you okay with your camera over there, bro?
Copy run.
Okay.
Ain't mad at you.
Hey, no, ain't mad at you. It's all right.
Absolutely.
All good,
Hey,
all
man.
good. Perp, you
Absolutely.
got the UNC 3s, UNC
Ones.
don't you? The off-whites?
Yeah, I'll pull them up in a second.
All right.
All right, cool. Yeah, stand by. He'll get it up for
Got
you.
a question here. Love the Azul says, what do you OGs think of how bad sneaker culture has gotten? Do you think the reseller bubble will burst? Who wants to take that first?
Somebody started off. I'll just piggyback off of it. We've talked about this a few times.
So I'm gonna tell you what, man. The sneaker culture is what we make it. Let me say that. It doesn't matter about what everybody else is doing. It's about how we operate. As a community. I definitely want to say that first. When it comes to the resale market, currently right now, we can tell that there is a reset that is going on right now. And I do believe it's because of multiple things. For one, retail prices are too high. For two, people are like, hey, the economy is crazy right now. And for three, we are getting the same renditions over and over again with the quality control and quality not being on par with the pricing. So to answer your question, there will be a reset, and I do feel like the resale market will come back at some point in time, but I do not think it'll be like COVID. All right. I don't feel like that. But I will say this, living in this golden era right now, I am super excited where we are at within the snooker culture because it lets us know who's really here for the culture. And also, it's all about like, hey, the resale market is down. And let me make a quick comment. And I talked about this, I think, last week or whatever. Don't be mad at resellers. I mean, we all get upset about resellers, but it's the organizations who let these sneakers go early, who give out early pairs. And this is the reason why backdooring occurs. So this is why resellers can do what they do because of what they're doing to get sneakers. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. So it's mostly the organizations who are assisting in the resellers.
Who wants to go next on this one? Any response to Jay? Okay, well, I'll go since you two are not going to take it. I would say that...
What do you mean by that?
I would say that I think sneakers have been the most diverse the most diverse we've ever seen it right now, with the emergence of New Balance, the emergence of Asics now being valuable brands in the game. You know, whether you like them, dislike them, or anything like that. You know, you go to, for those of you who venture out to the sneaker shows and stuff, like you see the pairs there, you know, and shout out to them. Even include Adidas in this with stepping outside of the box as far as some of the collaborations and call outs that they're doing to some of these other things like the you know, like the Marvel packs. You know, Adidas out there with their Deadpool, Wolverine stuff, Asics with the villain packs, you know what I mean, New Balance, and a bunch of their collabs that have been going on as well. I mean, at this point in time, it is definitely a buyer's market as far as sneakers are concerned. And, you know, with Nike, the thing with Nike is, like, the hunt for some of these shoes that Nike has and what they're going to be dropping next year in 2025 definitely has a lot of people excited. You know what I mean? But at this point in time, I just think that it's a diversity with sneakers because these other brands are now really involved, and those sneakerheads who are coming up, not necessarily a lot of the OGs like that, you know what I mean? But a lot of the sneakerheads coming up, you know, are seeing a diverse amount of sneakers that they can get into, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really just one brand necessarily carrying things, although it is the one brand that most of the people are really trying to hunt for, if you would agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Understood.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are hitting it like spot on. I do kind of question that last question when it says, do you think the reseller bubble will burst? Are you referring to reselling in general, like reselling is going to die, or are you referring to the bubble as far as price wise? Because the reselling is not going to go anywhere. It's a supply and demand deal. That reselling is never going to go away. There's always a market for reselling, and I mean, respectfully so. There's always a market for reselling, even for the people that just can't acquire a shoe when it drops. If it wasn't for reselling, I mean, how are you going to get the shoe, right? So it's a supply and demand deal for sure. You know, now do people like spending that money for resale? You know, it depends on the person, but there is a market. There's always going to be a market for it. Even used kicks, there's a market for it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's something that doesn't get talked about a lot is the used sneakers that a lot of people now are going after. I mean, even myself, I picked up quite a few used pairs. You know what I'm saying? Like they're, granted, yes, they're above retail, but they're also a lot of times way below what a brand new pair would be, and they still look pretty good. Maybe they need some cleaning. You know what I mean? Hit them with some of that Rejuvenator. Right, Jay?
That's right. That's right.
Hey, double tap that screen.
You know,
like the video.
Yes, please smash the like button. Please smash that like button.
Oh, smash! Yes, sir.
Here's a question I have for you guys. Without reselling, right? And Perp, I guess I'll pose this to Perp because Perp didn't have an opportunity to answer this because he didn't put it on there. But I feel as though without reselling, I don't think, even this platform would be possible right now.
Ooh. Whoa. Okay.
I think reselling has, because think about it, the now not only is it the sneaker reviews and stuff, but it's, hey, what information do you have for me that you could put out there to help me cop these shoes for retail? Because I'm trying to beat the resellers. There is that part of the game. I'm trying to beat the reseller. I'm trying to beat the botters. So any information you can put out there for me to be able to come up with just one pair. That's all I want, just one pair. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the hunt for the news has become a big thing with sneakers, which helps make platforms like these possible.
No, I don't think anybody would argue that. I mean, that demand right there gave birth to sneaker YouTubers that kind of helped level out the playing field. But it's also a symbiotic relationship as well. right? You can't have one without the other, right? People will constantly go out there and try to see how they can cop their favorite sneakers for retail, and they depend very heavily on the information like shoe tubers, much like the ones in this room right now on this very platform, provide to people, right? It's crazy because I listen to Rafi Collect sometimes. I watch him.
Okay.
And during this whole Amam year drop on Discord, I don't know if you guys kind of caught some of his episodes this past week, but he was putting stuff out there real time. He was literally taking the links from the AMA Discord and putting them out to the people on his chat. And to the point where AMA was actually watching it in
they
real
reached out to him.
it happened, and they cooked him. They cooked him. They kicked him out of the Discord, and they banned him from the Discord along with one of his moderators.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. Hate to lose put me onto that. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So I say that to say this. That speaks to the reach of shoe tubers nowadays. How even the big boys like Amon and Travis Scott and all of these different collabs, they're actually watching. They're watching like the rest of us.
You're right.
So it extends their reach.
Right.
Kicked him out the Discord.
Live. All this happened live. You could go back and watch it as it happened.
Wow.
Yeah. So he ended up having to reach out to Whitner, and he said, okay, after this we'll let you back in, but everyone else is permanently banned from the Discord. So yeah, it's serious.
Wow.
But it just goes to show you how you all move the market. You all move the market and you set the pace. And that speaks volumes right there, where you can literally see the effect of it in real time.
Damn, 100%. 100%. 100%. Wow. Got another question here. It says, Vaughn Ronald James tapped in, says, love you guys. Do you think the Thunder 4 will go quick or sell out like the wet cements?
Wet cements didn't sell out, sir. Multiple restock.
And every time they restock, they're poof.
Right.
I was listening to JD Sports yesterday. They were sitting in full size.
Oh, were they sitting in the stores? Well,
as I predicted 2 weeks ago.
Let's.
You did. You did.
We do have to put a distinction out there because there's online and then there is in stores. Now, depending on where it is you live, it could be a lot harder to cop. If you live like near a major city or something like that, there's multiple retailers out there, but there's a lot of people who unfortunately have to, rely on the internet to cop their shoes. You know what I'm saying? So internet wise, you keep seeing them move like that, but that's correct. There are a bunch of stores. We've seen it with Superfly. I think he's been places and they've been sitting around a couple sizes.
That's very fair. Very fair points you just made. But I also want to make a disclaimer about when I make my predictions and when I also look at the numbers. I'm looking at it from a composite standpoint, right? Mm-hmm. Not region to region to region, but just compositely where they lie. So,
yeah,
got you.
Yeah, and pretty much at this point, if you're trying to cop the wet cements, you really shouldn't have an issue getting them. You really shouldn't. Even online, even on they're restocking so much, even online.
Interesting though that they're still sitting above retail on the secondary market sites.
I've noticed that.
That is interesting, and you normally don't see that.
You don't.
Yeah.
Even with the military 4s, they kept restocking those, and you kept seeing that price start to come down
a little bit.
All the restock. So it's interesting that these have restocked as much as they have, but that price has stayed up.
Yep.
And the retail price is higher on the wet cements, $225 versus the militaries was $215.
But to answer the question, I don't think those White Thunders are going to sell out. I don't think they are. I think they're going to sit. I'm confident them, but I think they're going to sit. What do you guys think? What's your thoughts on that?
I agree.
White Thunder.
I think the those grade school pairs are actually going to move.
So the grade school is gonna move above the larger sizes
schools,
for like the back to schools.
yeah, for like back
okay.
to school time and stuff like that. I think those are actually they're going to do pretty well. I mean, listen, I've heard a lot of people talk about wanting to cop that shoe so they can customize them too. You know, make them into Black Cats, make them into Red Thunders. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
It does lend itself to some customization with the the white color blocking that's on that shoe. It'll be interesting to see what actually happens with them. They drop next week, do they not?
Yes, they do.
Pretty soon. Yep.
Yeah, they drop next week. Oh, and for anyone out there, I believe the Jordan 11 Diffuse Blues will be dropping today at 10 o'clock on the Sneakers app.
That is
For
today.
anybody going
Anybody going for those? 11 lows?
I'm not going for those.
17 minutes, like Jay said. Anybody going for chat? Let us know. 11 lows. Anybody's looking at them.
So real quick,
Those are gonna sit too, by the way.
Oh yeah. With those 11s, if those were the mid cuts, like the normal size 11s.
Oh yeah.
How do you think they would do?
That's a good question.
With
I'd
the
grab
Diffuse
them
Blue.
if they were. I'd grab
Gone.
them. Oh yeah. I'd grab them. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a low fan. I've never owned nor purchased an 11 low, and I don't ever see me doing that personally.
Oh, ever?
Nope.
Not the E word.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point where like I like the white Jordan 11s, but I want to see. I'd love to see like some other color blocking. I feel like we've been getting, a lot of white, obviously with a bunch of the Jordan 11s in the mids, right? Because we're getting those the Legend Blues this year.
Yeah.
But I would like to see them experiment with, using like, because think about it, like we got the DMPs, right? White, black patent leather. These lows, white, blue patent leather. Last year's the year before were the Cherry 11s, right? I got them like right here, white, red patent leather,
which I love, by the way. I love that 11. If a lot of people don't, but I love it.
Well,
Me
not
too,
for nothing.
me too.
I did a video on the top 10 Jordan 11s from that was done by Soul Retriever. And
I remember that.
that.
I remember that video.
And a lot of people in the comment section were like, "Where are the Cherry 11s? How come those aren't on the list?"
Right.
And I was actually pretty surprised at the amount of people that were giving love to the Cherry 11s. Pretty surprised
I was
by
at
that.
Nike's corporate booth and attached to the Nike server when they shock dropped. I had no idea they were going to shock drop. And I think I was on the phone with Jay when it all happened in live.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shock drop? What is this? And of course, I was attached to Nike server. Everybody that was attached got the same message at the same time. Everyone's phone went off in unison. It was crazy. Yeah.
I remember that. I
I love that shoe, though.
The chat probably gonna eat me up about this, but Perp and I talked about this. This was a long time ago where I sold my Cherry 11s like the next week I had them. I got rid of them so quick.
Yes,
And
he's shaking his
true.
head.
he hated
So
them.
I got rid of things quick. All right, listen, I love 11s, man, but y'all gonna get me for this, and that's cool. Beat me up. I feel like they need to go ahead and put the 11s in the vault. Perp, have I not said that?
You going record?
They need to put the 11s in the vault. To be honest with you, that's just my opinion. Like let the 11 relax, let it sleep for a little bit, and to me, bring it back because there's other silhouettes out there. I mean, I get it; it's a tradition. Nothing wrong with it. I understand, but man, give us a little break. Give 11s a little break because if you look at the market on 11s, and I don't care about resale, but I just want to explain to you guys another train of thought. When you look at the 11s, like on the market wise, 11s really have like actually kind of going down in value on the resale side of the house. And I think because we're getting so many white uppers, like you stated earlier, and so many pairs. So I just feel like just give them a little bit of break, just a little break. I'm not saying nothing crazy, just a little break.
But see, I would make a distinction between we get a lot of lows, and we only get one high each year in the 11s.
Generally, we get one. Lately, we've been getting like 2 or 3 pairs.
Yeah.
But I get your point. Like, I get your point for sure.
With the 11 lows, we get like 2 or 3 pairs a year, but the highs we get once a year. Now,
like Christmas only comes around once a year.
Yeah.
Now, here's my thing, because they talked about moving the price up on the Jordan 4. So next year, Jordan 4s are all. I think the base price is going to be $225 on all Jordan 4s next year.
Man,
you know what I mean?
Right, I'm right there with you, Jay. B-box.
On the white cement 4s dropping next year. Okay, I'm okay on the white cement 4s, but to make that the baseline price of 4s across the board,
yeah, you're gonna have to step up that materials blend right there.
Right,
I mean, you can't these subpar materials with that price point.
Right.
Sorry.
I think we might see more 4 sit. I think we may see more 4 sit at that price, and the reason why I'm bringing that up is because notice the Jordan 11 is up to $230 now. There's been talk that at some point those Jordan 11s may run as $250, going on $300.
I love 11s too, but I'm right there with Jay. I'm not an 11 low fan. And just to put that into perspective, I'm looking at my Space Jams over here, and I totally passed on those Space Jam lows. Totally passed on them. And I actually love the kick, but I'm just not an 11 low fan. Yeah, so I'm right there with them on that.
I had them, and then I came up off them because I'd rather have the high.
You see? Right.
I would.
Yeah. So here's a question for you guys and for the chat. And I'm looking at the chat what y'all said about my feelings towards 11s. I'm loving it right now. But do you guys prefer high cut or low cut patent leather? Because I'm telling you, I'm all about the high cut.
I'm right there with you.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to you guys in the comments.
I'm right
section.
there with you. Yeah.
Shout out to you guys right now. ATT Chris tapped in. What's going on, bro? How we doing?
The high cut is dope for sure. Yep.
Let's see. Tyler goes, guys, have you seen how well these White Thunders are doing on the resale market right now?
I haven't even looked, actually.
Yeah, it is pre-drop. Let's see. Pablo Bach tapped in. Everybody on my Discord hit. I to answer your question, so I do have the Bred 11s with the low cut patent leather.
Okay.
But what do I like better, the low cut or high cut patent leather? I have to lean towards the high cut patent leather. As much as I like my Bred 11s.
Oh, I love my Bred 11s. I love them.
The high cut patent leather, I think.
Yeah, they're high.
I don't know. It's a different vibe. I like the way they look.
Yep.
Now, what's interesting is with the cleats, like the Jordan 11 cleats, like Jalen Hurts, he's worn Jordan 11 cleats. You notice it's low cut patent leather that they give in the cleat with the Jordan 11.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Maybe more durable. Maybe more durable.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't know if there's some advantage to it making it that way. Although I believe it's also an all leather upper too. It's not like ballistic mesh. Because it's a football cleat. Ballistic
that makes
mesh
sense.
Probably wouldn't work as well.
Yeah, makes total sense.
Pert, what do you think? High cut, low cut?
Oh, high all day. All day.
High cut. Chat, what do you guys think? High cut, low cut, patent leather. What do we think?
I'm looking at the chat. A lot of the chat saying high cut.
High cut. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you do have low cut fans out there who prefer.
That is true.
You do. That's why I was asking that question,
Pablo, appreciate you too, bro. Appreciate you. He said, appreciate you guys. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate everybody who's tapped in with us right now. One Pair at a Time podcast.
What up?
You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely appreciate you guys.
8 minutes till the drop. 8 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
if you guys are going for it, if y'all are, I'm looking at those White Thunders. Wow.
What's it looking like right now?
I'm surprised.
How high are they? Are they over 300?
Depending on platform. So StockX got a size 12, 309, 11.5, 354, 11, 302. And that's on StockX. And GOAT floating around the same way. Size 12, 313.
So take a snapshot now, and then let's revisit next weekend and see what those prices look like.
So 100. Not for nothing. Okay, so not for nothing, right? You look at the wet cement 4s, and you see that even prior to them dropping, they were still above retail. Now, were they this high above retail in the 300s? A week out from the drop? I don't think so. I think they were just below 300. So we'll have to watch what those prices do. Yeah. We'll have to watch that. You know what I mean? But it'll be interesting to see if come next Saturday, if those prices are still way above retail. And when I say way above, I'm talking like $40, $50, which is what the wet cements are still at right now in the bigger sizes.
No, for sure.
And not for nothing, the grade school pairs of the wet cements in size 6, 6.5, 7, they were a good $60 up too. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
So speaking of highs, real quick, who had the question about the off-whites? What was the question about it?
It was just if anybody had them.
If anybody had
the UNC off-whites.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a specific question they wanted answered.
And that is a you know what? That's a good segue because they did say that they're not doing the Canaries for next year.
Yep.
But we are still going to be seeing an off-white Jordan 1. So what color blocking do you think we'd actually get on that? I said, when I was talking to one of my guys, I said maybe they do like a shadow color blocked off-white.
I mean, it only makes sense. It's the top 3 right there. Canary was never part of the top 3. So it only makes sense. I could care less about Jordan 1 off-whites at this point. I just want you to give me my bread 4 off-white. That's all I
want. Okay.
I'll ride off into the sunset a happy man.
Okay.
Bread 4 off-white. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only person on record to have had a pair is Virgil's wife.
Yeah, she just posted on last year, I think, which started that whole controversy up.
Fire.
Yeah,
I need it. I need it. Got to come in.
I'm right there with you.
So that's a must have.
So for those of y'all out there who don't know what they look like, let me just go ahead and bring them up. You know, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Here we go.
Yeah, stop playing with me.
That is the Jordan 4 bread. First off, if they do end up dropping this shoe, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's sold out.
Oh, of course.
Sold out.
Of course.
No. I'm talking about before release day. It's gonna go. Watch, they're gonna release, and it's gonna go. Boom, sold out.
It's already sold out now.
It's gone. It's
sold out now.
There we go. There we go.
Get y'all pre-orders in now, y'all. Get your pre-orders in.
Oh yeah.
Hey, shout out to everybody who's tapped in with us. Do us a favor, tap that like button. Just double tap your screen if you're watching from your phone. Just
if you tapped in from the shorts feed, double tap the screen hit that like button. Heck yeah.
Let me say this.
Run them likes up.
Run them.
Run them up.
Run them.
I have to say this, man. Y'all know the Air Jordan 4 has always been my favorite silhouette of all time. This better come home.
I don't care who Jay has to slap to get these shoes.
Hey,
they're coming home.
This better come home. You know, this Air Jordan 4 train over here, man. I've been on it. This better come home.
Okay, hypothetical. Can we go to a hypothetical?
Okay.
Jay, I'm gonna ask you a hypothetical question.
Oh, don't you say this. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now. To be able to cop this shoe, you can cop Jordan 4 bread off-whites, but you have to sell all your white cement 4s, and you can't touch another one for 10 years. Do you do it?
Ooh. No. That's it. That's.
Hold on a second.
He said, "Hold on a second."
Hey, is there a cap emoji in here somewhere? Where is it?
This is my face right now. I had to give myself some solo time on this real quick.
Go ahead.
This
Hey,
is my face
get
right
it.
now.
Please get it. Get it.
Bro.
No.
Bro.
No.
Hold on a second. So you talking about basically a unicorn pair that they guarantee you get to have. All you got to do is give up your current. How many white cement 4s you got? One, right?
I only have one.
Your current white cement 4, and you can't touch another one for 10 years.
10
Just 10
years.
Just 10 years.
No,
Just 10 years. Just 10 years. Not never. Not never. Just 10 years.
10 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you
10
get
years is a
outraged,
long
yeah.
time. 10 years
It
is a long time.
That is a long time.
Unicorn pair that you get. Hey, Jay.
He said, "Hey."
We'll open the lay out the red carpet for you to go up and buy your pair at retail. You don't got to fight no bots, nobody. It's laid out for you to go ahead and cop. So you mean to tell me you would not take an easy win on the bread 4s because you got to give up your white cements for 10 years?
You are on a recorded line, sir.
Come on, bro.
Don't.
Jay, don't do it to yourself.
Hey, Jay, you can still plead the fifth.
Yes, you still have time to save yourself.
No, he froze up anyway. He's frozen. That's good. That's a good spot to freeze.
Hold up.
That is a good. That is
Take a screenshot of that face real quick.
Wait.
Screenshot.
I'm screenshotting.
Take a screenshot.
Yo, that is a good spot to freeze.
Here go to the memes off this.
That is a good spot to freeze. Perfect.
Man.
Wow.
That's good stuff.
Jay Elevate has logged off.
Yep.
Listen,
that is a good spot.
Listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now. If they told me I could not buy another, because Jordan 1's my favorite silhouette.
You came back in with the same face you left with.
Bro, you got to go back and watch the replay at that part, bro. Hey, listen, real quick. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in with us right now in the chat. We appreciate y'all. Jack Gregory, appreciate you. How you doing this morning? Appreciate everybody who's in there. ATT Chris, feel like J Balvin 2s and 17s being 300 is gouging if people will still buy them. It's all good. Elliot Armstrong in there. Appreciate you tapped in, bro. Appreciate you being tapped in. A lot of you guys
It's
tapped
8 o'clock
in right now, man.
If anybody's targeting those diffuse blues.
8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. 10 o'clock Eastern Time. If anybody wants those 11s, you know what I'm saying, they're going to be readily available everywhere. Jeffrey Fright 23 says, best collab ever. I guess talking about the Amas. You see the Jordan 3 Ama Manier 2024. Yes, sir. We were talking about those earlier. Appreciate you tapped in. I think it's Militrebs. Hopefully I'm not butchering that. Ken Norton, sold out before day of drop on the Jordan 4 Off-White if they ever come out. Yeah, they're backdoor galore. Backdoor galore. But, yeah, man. Jay, come on, bro.
Listen, okay.
Come on, bro.
So listen, for whatever reason, I don't know, my internet's kicking me out.
Oh, we know the reason.
So
because you out here speaking blasphemy. That's
listen,
why.
So I saw Ken's message on here. He said, hey man, it should be worth 20K. But see, I'm not looking at money, I'm looking at just straight kicking sneakers. Now I'm gonna say this: 10 years is a long time. And I'm gonna say this. It was just a generalization of a question. Like, hey, it wasn't like, Jay, you'll be the only one to get this particular sneaker. Like, if it comes out, that means everybody else will get it. I just get first.
No.
You didn't state that.
No. I specifically said you, because we all agreed that 4 is going to basically be poof. Okay. Houdini.
He's
Houdini can't make them disappear any faster, bro. Okay? Houdini could not make that shoe disappear any faster. So I'm saying to you, Jay Elevate, if you had the easy opportunity rolled out the red carpet for you specifically, would you trade your white cement 4 and say, I won't touch another one for the next 10 years to have an easy retail cop on the Bread 4 Reimagines? Would you take that?
10 years is a long time.
I agree.
Listen, 10 years is a long time.
You said the shoe's coming home. I'm telling you right now, I see 4 L's minimum right here. One for each of us. Now, with all the raffles we're going to put in, okay, you can multiply that by how many raffles it's going to be. And include the sneakers app, okay?
10 years is a long time. That's a long time, man. 10 years. Man.
That is a long time, brother.
Y'all playing with me.
That is a long time, brother.
Look at
I agree with you.
up. Look at it. Look what I got up there. Blasphemy, bro.
10 years is a long time.
Nah, it is a long time.
That's a long time. Like,
it is a
come
long
on.
time.
10 years. Come on, man. Come on, man.
It
10
is.
years is a long time. Chat.
That's a long time.
Chat. Would you all take that deal? Would you all take it? Would you all take that deal?
Right. That.
Would you all take that deal?
Hey, Johnny Kelly said that's prison time.
Man, that is a bid right there.
Right there. Yes, sir.
10 years? Come on, man.
It's just one shoe.
He didn't say 2.
Listen,
he said 10.
One shoe. It's just one shoe, bro. One shoe. White cement 4s. And I know it's your fave. Could you give up your favorite for a unicorn pair? Not forever.
Are you so? Is this 10-year timestamp still on?
He's still talking.
Yo, they said Fed time. Yo, it ain't no parole. Yo, Elliot said
good
bedtime.
Good behavior does not.
Yeah, it ain't
get
no.
You out.
It ain't no 85% of your time.
10 years is a
ain't
long
nobody to
time,
switch on
chat.
to get out early, bro.
Hey, listen, y'all can say I'm capping, but chat, that's 10 years.
Oh.
That's 10 years, chat. Hey, that's 10 years, man. Hey, y'all can say I'm capping. That's cool, but that's 10 years.
I know it's a tough 5.
Nah, it is.
5 years.
I can probably work with the 5.
Ooh.
But I said probably.
Yeah.
But it's still a no, but that's a probably. But I'm gonna say no.
So Mr. Think, what's your favorite pair? Like your favorite silhouette? Is it the 1?
It's the 1. Yeah.
What's
it's
your
the
favorite?
1.
Do you have a favorite one? Like the Chicago?
It'll be the Chicago, but I wouldn't do it. Oh no,
you wouldn't.
That's a long time.
You wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it.
That's a long time, brother.
What's your favorite?
That's
all day. Mr. Think already knows, man. I'm a 1 guy all day.
So is your favorite the Chicago one?
Being from Chicago all day. it's an open.
Okay.
Yeah,
Would you do it for the Bread 4?
I'm too old now. Shoot, I may not be here another 10 years. That's
the mindset. I love it.
Shoot.
Yeah.
He said if you would have asked me 20 or 30 years ago.
Different conversation. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it is a long time. It is. I mean, listen, that's what makes it fun. It's such a crazy hypothetical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what makes it fun, though.
Yep.
But here's the thing. Jay contemplated it, though. He did, which is why he's like, 10 years?
He said no visitation. Oh man,
no conjugal visit.
Yeah, you can't even. Yeah, you
can't
can't
no conjugals.
Hey, they got a restraining order on him. You can't even come within 20 feet.
Yo,
you can't even come within 20 feet of a white cement 4.
That is administrative segregation. 23-hour lockdown.
23.
You want to be in front of the Supreme Court?
Man, no shower.
Oh, I didn't say all that.
Oh,
You
man,
get
he
to
said
clean
no
yourself.
shower.
Oh,
Damn.
hey, yo.
Damn, ain't no one said you gonna be in solitary.
Yo.
Hey,
You know. Damn.
Yo.
hey. Can't exactly. Elliot can't even sniff them.
They can't even sniff him.
Can't even-
Yeah.
Nah. Somebody gonna have to sneak him in through a cake or something, bro.
Terrible. Oh, my.
Oh man.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. We really do,
Woo,
Chad.
Jeffrey Flight 23. I had to bring this one up. He said with the big ass cat. They said you capping, bro. They said you capping. Oh man.
Woo.
Oh man. Damn.
Man.
Damn. All right. Well. This is a great way to segue into something else. Gentlemen, y'all fans of them chicken wings, right? What y'all think about this? NFL star Chris Jones offers to pay for the $1.5 million worth of stolen chicken wings after cafeteria worker is sentenced to 9 years in jail.
All
Did
I
you
want
all
to
hear
know
about this story?
Chicken wings, though. Horton chicken wings.
So how the school system? So here's what happened, right? For those of you all out there that don't know the backstory of this, I believe this was in the Chicago area. So during this time, it was during COVID, and this particular school system that this lady works for, the school was allowing families to come and actually pick up lunches, okay, during COVID because all the students were working from home. And during this time, she was making extra orders apparently on chicken wings specifically. Now, the school system caught on when they noticed that their lunch budget had gone up $300,000 and did a long investigation. And they say that overall it came out to be about $1.5 million worth of chicken wings. Now, this particular NFL player, Chris Jones, who plays for the Kansas City Chiefs, he offered to cover the $1.5 million price for her in exchange for her not having to go to jail over it. You know. Now, you see here, I'll pay for the wings that she stole to set her free. How y'all feel about this overall, though? About the story with her and then Chris Jones.
I want to know what he's getting out of it. That's what I want to know because you don't do something like that for nothing. You know, is he striking out and opening up a chain of chicken restaurants or something like that to get publicity for it to move over? I mean, what's the angle here? I'm missing the angle altogether.
So it's interesting you bring that up because there were a lot of people who were saying that they see it as a publicity stunt. You know, they see it as it's a way for him to garner some popularity. You know, why not take that $1.5 million and donate it? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, she did wrong by stealing. I mean, not for nothing, bro. $1.5 million. $1.5 million. That's
a lot of chicken.
$1.5 million. That's a lot of chicken wings, bro.
Yeah,
like,
who's she
$1.5 million.
She had like a Harold restaurant on the side or something. Like, what's going on? Like, I need to know.
And mind you, they said that she had worked for the school system for a long time. A long time. But $1.5 million. $1.5 million. Like, I'm sorry. Like, some people think that the jail time she got was excessive. I don't know. Listen, if we stole $1.5 million from the bank, how long do you think we doing in jail time?
Oh man.
You know.
Throw the key away.
10-year bid.
There you go. 10 years.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Mr. Thing, what do you think? You quiet.
Man, all right. Even if there was no angle, right? Even if, let's just say, hypothetically, someone's doing like a good-hearted thing, right? Like you said, you kind of raised a good point. The person still stole. So if she was like falsely accused and someone's piping up saying, look, I'll cover this debt, even though the person didn't do it, I'll cover this debt, that's one thing. But if this is like obviously she was sentenced, right? So she's guilty. I mean, even if anyone had the money, to cover it, let's say the money is a drop in the bucket. It's only $1.5 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
A crime was still committed. You know what I mean? So there's still a certain level of accountability that really she needs to be held to, instead of just covering the theft. There's still a level of accountability that really should be held. Do I think 9 years is excessive? I honestly do. I mean, I think 9 years is a lot of time. That's what it said, right? Did it say 9?
Yeah, it's 9 years.
I think that's a lot of time. Years. And to everyone else's point, if you think $1.5 million is a lot of money, it is. But when it comes to like that blue collar crime, or is it the white collar crime? Whichever one it is, the white collar. Yeah. It's not a lot of money at all, man. You got people that's embezzled a whole lot more money than that.
In comparison.
And the time don't be matching up to the dollar amount. So it's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, $1 million is a lot of money, but it ain't that much money when it comes to embezzling money.
So I think if he did pay it, I think maybe they make it 9 years of community service.
I mean, something like that would be fair. I'll be honest with you. Something like that would be fair.
9 years of community service.
Or whatever jail time she needs to serve. I think 9 years is a lot, man.
Or maybe the combination of two.
I think that's a lot.
It's crazy. Let's draw a comparison here. There was a guy who recently made the news. He embezzled almost, between $35 to $50 million from Microsoft and a couple of other top tier software companies, where he was a vendor, and he was invoicing them services. But then after the contract was over, he continued to invoice them at triple the original rate, and they continued to pay it because they didn't catch it right away. They have internal auditing processes. And so he was able to come away with between 35 to 50 million. He only got 3 years.
That's crazy.
That's my point.
Okay, that's my point. Okay.
That's my point.
We all know here in America, bro, a lot of this stuff is based on the amount of money you have. Healthcare.
Absolutely.
Healthcare, the legal system, you know what I mean? Even just who you get to rub elbows with sometimes, 3 years after embezzling almost, how much did you say it was? 30 mil?
Between 35 to 50 million.
35 to 50 million dollars. He only did 3 years.
That's great.
3 years. And guess what? He'll be able to come back out of there. He'll probably be able to establish a whole new business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But for this person here, I'm not sure how old she is or anything like that, but that won't happen for her.
Yeah. That's the crazy thing is they'll probably have her working in the cafeteria in the Fed. That's the funny thing about it. Not funny, just weird funny.
Yeah. The irony.
Yeah.
The irony of the situation.
Right.
Damn. I don't know if is it federal prison? I guess at that amount of money, does she go to federal or she go to...
amount, she goes to Fed. Absolutely.
Wow. That's crazy.
Well,
don't do the crime.
But Fed for women is a lot different than Fed for men. I'll put that out there. Fed for women is more like dormitory, college type status.
He's right, and I'll be honest with you. That's prison in general. There's a difference between women and men. I actually would agree with that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting. Let's see here. Shout out to people in the chat, man. You guys are blowing this
I'll
chat
be
up
going
for
off
real.
today.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, we appreciate all the love for real. Love it, love it, love it. What we got here? Somebody, my man DeMarcus Garcia said his face is when you see that back. They talking about Jay's face. And his face was frozen on it too. Oh man, let me move down here.
Hey, where? Give me the platform for a second.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Got him!
classic,
Got him!
classico.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Hey Perp.
Immortalized from now on.
Hey Perp, put a got him on the you gotta put a got him on the picture
We'll
too.
put a got him on him.
Yeah. Oh man, what we got here?
I love it.
What we got here? Jeffrey Fly says stolen wings, like WTF? Johnny Felton for some chicken.
Yep.
Stealing from kids. Nah, you got to do that time. Jason Catoni says. What else we got here? Nobody's $1.5 million that nice. Yeah, Ken Norton's like, I suspect something else is afoot here with him trying to donate. You know, Elliot Armstrong, Fed Time, Tyler goes, that's only a dozen chicken wings nowadays. Yo, not for nothing. So there is a Jay, I don't know if you have this on your side of Florida, sports bar called Brews Room. Do you guys have that on your side?
Not that I've never known.
So for those of y'all who are watching from South Florida area, there's a sports bar chain called Brews Room. And they ended up shutting down earlier this year. And that's a prominent spot, too, that sold a lot of chicken wings. And my brother knew some people on the inside of that situation. And they said that they just they ended up shutting down because the cost, for whatever reason, their cost on wings just got exuberant. And they kept hiking the price, unfortunately, but they were going to get to a point where, people were going to stop coming anyhow. And then, the prices on a bunch of other items started to get crazy too. And they were just like, they ended up shutting it down. You know what I mean? So, somebody said that better be some fire wings. I mean, you think the school system giving out good wings like that, bro?
I like my wings fried hard.
Johnny Felton goes, well, we could put her to work. That's a lot of chicken. Yeah, $1.5 million. That's some serious weight. Fat goes, embezzlement is a white-collar crime. You know how they treat white-collar crime in this country.
Yep.
100% federal. Paul Chan tapped in. He said, what these old heads talking about? We talking about stealing chicken right now, bro. Oh, man. ATT Chris goes, Madass Place Brews Room was crazy expensive. 10 wings for $25. Yeah?
Oh, was it like that?
Wow. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, them prices was going up. ATT Chris was 100% correct. Jazz tapped in. What's going on? That was the spot. Fire wings on Wednesdays. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. They have triple threat wings. Oh, boy. Triple threat. All drums, too. Oh, you guys, drums or flats?
Flats.
Drums or here we go. Chat. Drums or flats? Drums or flats?
All right, Jay.
Comments.
All right, Jay. The spotlight is about to come off of you now. Are you ready? All right. Spotlight's off. I only eat chicken breasts. I only eat white meat. I don't mess with wings.
Interesting.
He said, I only eat that.
So you don't like thigh? You don't like thigh?
No thighs.
What? Okay.
No legs.
He said he liked them white breastises.
I am breast meat all day, bro.
Breast meat.
When it comes to chicken. Even when it's curry chicken or jerk chicken, it's breast meat, bro. I am that bougie when it
He
comes to
said,
chicken.
"Don't give me no dark meat in here. Darkness is darkness."
and Elliot knows it. Elliot knows it.
Armstrong, my man
Oh,
said,
yeah.
"What we got here? Jazz goes flats. Tyler drums. Elliot both." He said, "Give me both
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 Ken
of 'em.
Norton drums.
I eat
Sneakerhead
both, but
game tapped in. What's up, bro? What's up,
I'm taking
Sneakerhead
flats.
game?
The sneakerhead game. What up, baby?
Drums are flats, bro. Drums are flats. Sneakerhead game. Jay says flats. Perp, what you say?
I don't discriminate. Both.
I mean,
Both
I'm
of 'em.
both, but I'm picking one. If I had to pick one, it's flat. But I like both.
Yeah, give me. Yeah, I take the drumsticks. Drumsticks. We got a question here. Anybody have any idea how a brand new iPhone can be full of Google storage in 3 months when I didn't even transfer none of the stuff from my other phone yet? Perp, you the group technician in here, bro. You know more about the technology than anybody else, I believe.
I mean,
What you know
have
about
you
that
done your
storage?
software update? Have you done a master reset of the phone? Because sometimes you need to clear your cache out because your cache will absolutely fake your phone into thinking it has more iPhone storage than cloud storage. FYI. See, look, we're one-stop shop here, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Listen,
Yeah.
that's why I said we probably the most diverse sneakerheads out here on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Lemon pepper.
That's yeah. Now we got flavors tapped in. Lemon
Lemon.
pepper with honey. Yeah, what's your favorite flavor, guys?
But up
I'm
top,
hot sauce all day. Give me hot
Hot
sauce. all day.
sauce.
I'm
How
hot sauce.
hot though? How hot we talking?
Listen, I eat very hot.
Ghost chili.
But-
Ghost chili
No, my
pepper hot
wife-
sauce.
Yo, my
I
wife
eat-
does
I
that.
eat very hot. But
Really?
the
if you
hottest.
want that
hottest.
flavor, Louisiana. If you want that flavor, you need that Louisiana. That is the best hot sauce.
Remember that? You guys remember that one chip challenge?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep, yep.
yeah.
You remember that one
Blue
chip?
chip.
I remember there was a news station that did it, and the one chick on there was from Ethiopia, right?
Mm.
And she's like, "Yeah, we cook with spice all the time." She put that chip in. Her co-host was a white guy, and he ate it, and he was like dying. She ate it, and she was like, "Y'all got some more?"
Ooh,
She was like,
Really?
this is nothing.
really?
It was
Okay.
like, this is not ATT Crisco's lemon pepper wet. Pearl, what's your
Okay.
favorite sauce, bro?
I do like lemon pepper.
Yeah, I'm honey barbecue.
Stickerhead Game says drums. He likes the drumsticks. Okay.
Okay.
Pablo says drumsticks.
Even collective here in the chat.
Listen,
Right.
there's at Buffalo Wild Wings, they have a mango habanero. Mango habanero. I love mango habanero sauce on
Mhm,
my
I never
wings,
had
bro.
mango anything. I bet that sounds interesting. That sounds exotic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Mango habanero. But if they don't have it, like, yeah, regular hot sauce on the wings like that. Regular hot wings. Y'all do garlic at all sometimes on them?
Yeah, I can do garlic. I don't do hot though. I can't eat anything hot. I have the taste buds of a 12-year-old Japanese schoolgirl. Can't do it. I'm trying.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
Where my man from Japan that was in the chat, where's he at, bro?
You know, I feel like this whole morning's theme has been Japan. It's been
Hey,
Japan.
ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What we got here? Fat goes legs and thighs. Jazz says, try that strawberry hot. That's a different. I've never heard of that one. Strawberry hot?
Where do you get that at?
Where you get strawberry hot at? That must be an Arizona thing. My man out there in Arizona right now.
Oh man.
That might be an Arizona thing. I've never heard of that. Johnny
You got-
Felton goes Wingstop.
Stop.
Okay. So now we naming our favorite wing spots.
Never eaten at Wingstop a day in my life.
I've never eaten at Wingstop either.
Oh wow, my wife loves that spot.
Wings. Okay.
Yeah.
You got a favorite spot, Mr. Think?
Are you talking about for chicken? Is just in general?
Chicken wing? Yeah, it's your
Nah,
chicken.
I
for
don't eat
your
wings.
chicken breasts. For your chicken breasts, where's your favorite spot?
Honestly, the wife cooks the chicken just the way I like it, man. I'm a little, like I told you, I'm a little bougie. I get that red
Okay.
bird chicken, but if I was eating, at a restaurant, man, there's a lot of places. places that actually have really good chicken. Papados, seafood.
Oh, Papa Do's.
Ironically, yes, I am the guy that would go to a seafood restaurant and order chicken. Yes, I would. But Papados have really good chicken there. And we have like the usual suspects. I don't know if you guys ever heard of like Slim Chickens or Raising Canes. You know, we got all of the usual suspects.
Raising Canes I've heard of, like Bojangles.
So we don't have a Bojangles out here. However, Carl's Jr. do have a really good chicken tender. If you'll mess with Carl's Jr. For fast food, they actually have really good chicken.
See, we don't have Carl's here though. I think that's a West Coast thing, right?
Oh, so it'd be what's the other Hardee's? Do you have Hardee's? Hardee's and Carl's Jr. is the same thing. It's literally it's the same store.
Shout
same
out
restaurant.
to Fat. He says garlic parm. Hate to lose says garlic parmesan and mango habanero. There we go.
Oh yeah,
Got another one in there.
You're hitting those habaneros, you're hitting those spices.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think about it. I get acid reflux just thinking about that.
Shoot.
Yeah, I know. I'm heartburn.
Mango.
You naming them chicken spots. I'm also thinking about them biscuits some of them places have too, bro.
Mango.
What are some of your favorite biscuits? See, even still, I know Red Lobsters is going out of business,
The Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster.
You see, that's why I said it.
The Cheddar
Reign
Bays.
Supreme.
Now, well, technically it's not a biscuit, it's bread, but Texas Roadhouse, I love their bread.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Texas Roadhouse, yes, with the cinnamon butter.
I love it.
Yeah. Not for nothing. Here's a spot probably haven't been talked about a lot. Roy Rogers. Roy Rogers has good biscuits.
Yes. The only time. Oh, you never heard of him? All right, so check this out. The only time I actually see Roy Rogers now is on like the little like the rest stops. You know, like when you go on like 95 South or 95 North, when you go from like New York to Florida, you have like the little rest areas, and they'll still have a Roy Rogers like pop up.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the chat who's been sticking with us through this chicken talk right now. We talking about chicken, biscuits, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, do you know what's so messed up? Midweek, when we were going live, you know, like I've been tapping on kind of late, and y'all see me get hangry. And what'd you hear me say? I was like, man, I need me some chicken. So you heard me say it.
Yep.
Oh man, can't go. So what's everybody eating now today? Chicken wings? Maybe. Maybe Stickerhead Game goes, wow, Roy Rogers, that's my childhood place.
100.
I haven't seen one in New York in years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look, nothing beats Chick-fil-A's chicken biscuits. Those are the best right there.
Chick-fil-A do have some good chicken, bro. They do have some good chicken.
You can't get them after 10 a.m. Like,
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Chicken biscuits in the morning at Chick-fil-A. Oh, yeah.
Those are that's really good. That is really good.
Goes, I would murder for some Bobby biscuits at Bojangles. Wish we had them down here.
Bojangles.
Yeah, we don't have Bojangles out here.
Bojangles. Strawberry biscuits from Popeyes.
That's new.
Is that something different?
Is he trolling us right now, bro?
He's gotta be.
He might be. He might be. Johnny Felton. I've never heard strawberry biscuits.
That's not the special menu, the hidden menu. Like Starbucks.
We can put some strawberry jelly on it.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Oh, all right. So let's switch it up a little bit. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. We were talking about a little bit of memory lane, though. Memory lane. You remember this guy here, right?
Yes.
Carl Weathers.
Oh yeah.
Carl Weathers. Let me bring this up for you guys here. For those of you all in the chat looking right now, they're giving my man a Hollywood star finally.
About time.
Y'all remember some of the no, right? How long after my man died they finally giving him a star? Now most of y'all probably know him, if not from the Rocky movies.
Yep.
Right. Some of y'all younger ones, you probably know him from Happy Gilmore. You know, it's all in the hips. It's all in the hips.
Yeah.
Was he in Predator?
He was
of course.
Was he in the Predator movies?
Of course.
That's what I got.
Gatling gun.
I thought he was.
Yeah.
He was in the. I remember him distinctly with. He was with Arnold Schwarzenegger in there.
Yep.
He was Dutch's counterpart, which was Arnold Schwarzenegger's character in Predator.
There we go.
He was
There
CIA.
There we go.
That
Yeah,
whole
man.
cast, the Roids, and the PDEs within that whole man, insane. They put superheroes back on the map during the action movies era during that time.
Yeah, you think him, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Jesse Ventura, The Body, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right.
you know.
Yeah.
A lot of heavy
Yeah,
hitters.
you're right. Yo, Sneakerhead
Oh,
Game said that
the
those biscuits are real though. $1 each. It's new. Popeye.
Mandalorian. Don't forget about Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, Mandalorian. That's true. That's true. Yes, sir. He has the famous handshake with Arnold where they close. Oh yes, the bicep joint. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a meme for a good minute.
Yep.
It was.
He says, "Wow, what did he say? Nah, it's new. They have it at Popeyes for $1 each.
Yeah. The strawberry
Per
biscuits.
biscuit? Per biscuit, it's $1.
Ugh.
That's not bad actually. Not bad.
$1 for a biscuit, bro?
In today's time, that's not bad at all.
I was
to be
gonna say
honest.
inflation is real.
I mean, you know,
I mean, look, they still have places where they give you 50-cent wings.
I was about to say, it
$1
used to
for
be
a
50 cent
biscuit, bro?
biscuits back in the day.
yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
50 cents
You
for
know.
a biscuit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I don't. All right, maybe this is the reason I said that. I mean, you're right. That is expensive, but remember, dollar menus are now disappearing from right.
That's
McDonald's don't even have a dollar menu anymore. McDonald's is
Well,
expensive.
Well, here's the thing. McDonald's did come out and say that they were actually looking into lowering their prices some.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They did say that. You know.
I really don't eat McDonald's frequent. Like we stopped out at McDonald's on our way to church. We was kind of running late. My wife went through the drive-through, and I picked up 2 hash browns, and the hash browns was like $2 and something cents each, and I was like, what? So I was like, no way.
I don't eat McDonald's at all. I don't.
Yeah, I really do stay away from it, but this is one of those caught in the storm. Let me just throw something in the system real quick, and I was not happy even with 2 hash brown prices. I was like, this is insane.
Real quick, anybody in the chat pick up those diffused blue Jordan 11s? I feel like
And
if you are
anybody go for
patient-
them? Are they sitting right now? I mean, I expect them to be.
I'm looking on right now.
or is it one of those cap sellouts?
Because DSG, a lot of places had them too. Like all of the usual
Oh
suspect
yeah,
places
Dick's
had 'em.
Sporting Goods did have
yeah.
them.
Oh yeah, a lot of people had them.
We were talking about Dick's Sporting. Was it earlier this week? We were talking about DSG, how they were.
Yeah.
The raffle system was going online completely.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It just says launch ended, but
Yeah,
when
it
I
just
go,
says launch ended.
when I go to in
What-
when I go to
what
in
about
stock, it
sneakers
doesn't
app?
show in stock.
Okay.
Justin, it's on a Nike app. It's in stock. No, it says sold out. What? You see, I'm calling cap again. Man.
Look. Mr. Nick, you always hit it on the head where you say, hey, Nike's pulling some bait and switch type stuff. And they're next thing you know, they're rolling over to the Nike app full size range.
It'll pop up, right?
So here we
right.
go. It says right here, allegedly, stock numbers were at 55,000. 55,894 pairs.
Yeah, because nowadays when you come to stock numbers, you definitely got to leave with a disclaimer, allegedly.
50,000 pairs. That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit of pairs considering the past few drops we've gotten on some GRs have been, probably no more than like 30. Ken Norton goes restock in 10 minutes.
Right. Right. Hard
Yes,
fact.
sir. Oh,
Facts.
hard facts for
Yeah.
real. Hard
Yeah.
facts. We were talking about lowering prices. Listen, at some point, taking this back to sneakers, I gotta talk about this. At some point, I think Nike is going to price a lot of people out the game.
In what essence?
In essence, that retail prices are going to be. Just think about what they could be in 10 years, right? Let's think about 10 years down the line where we could see prices. Jordan 1s might be at $200, maybe even a little over at that point. A Jordan 4 might be approaching $240, $250. A Jordan 11, maybe it's at $300 retail. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these other shoes that drop, like a Jordan 3, bro, might be $250 as well. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So I pose this question to the chat, right? And this is to you fellas as well. Prices are already too high. But when they absolutely get super stupid dumb, this will cause probably an uprise in other brands where people will go over to this brand here because of pricing. Do you guys believe that?
Well, let's think about this though, because New Balance sneakers aren't necessarily that much cheaper. In essence,
Puma.
They got a lot of their silhouettes that run between about 100, 180 up to 225.
It's something around 240. Yeah, it's something around 240.
They're not necessarily any cheaper, to be honest with you. Shout out to ATT Chris. He said something about the Black Nigel 4s not really doing much, even though there's only 14,000 pairs. But the Nigel 4s are selling at $150 retail. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they put them at $150 retail, to be honest with you.
But when I say that, I mean, like, look at Puma. Puma, you can still get some Pumas out here, right? For $40, $60 with Pumas. You know what I mean? And I'm just curious, but if people gonna start going, to other brands to say, hey, listen, man, this is getting too crazy. I have to look elsewhere. And I'm just curious how y'all feel about that. But you're right, New Balance is not cheap. You know what I mean? Like, I get it 100%. But I'm just curious. It could cause an uprising of people going to other brands.
Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, what's this? I propose this to anybody that has enough kicks to never have to buy another pair of shoes again. Should behave just as that. We should boycott this for real.
I agree. And I'll tell you why I agree. And we talked about this. If we continue to keep buying sneakers the way we buy them, they're like, well, y'all gonna keep buying them. Well, why can't I just keep raising the price? So we're one of the reasons why the prices are going up, because they keep selling out.
That, and they see that on the resale market, there's reselling again. They see what a lot of people are willing to pay for kicks on resale.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'll tell you right now, like, as you guys were talking, I was trying to think of like a strategy. What I would personally do if these, prices keep increasing like that, I would be very selective. I would really cop like things that I just really, really, really want. That's number one personally. And then number two, I would more than likely reduce my collection. I'd sell to buy, something that I really, really want, just to kind of offset that price. I wouldn't just keep stack on top of what I have. I would really, sell and buy, to be honest with you. Okay. That would probably be a strategy that I would use to offset some of this cost.
Yep.
All right. I just thought about something else. Maybe that's a maybe, because once I get fully monetized through YouTube, I think that's going to change a lot of things up too for me. So I didn't really think about that. So
understood. So then here goes another question I have for you guys as well. Like, when we talking about sneakers, right? Some people ask me, they say, hey Jay, how are you able to, obtain all of these sneakers? And what it really boils down to is they're really asking, like, how you able to afford all these sneakers? You know what I mean? And I'll tell people, it's kind of like, in my opinion, it's forecasting. Okay, you have to forecast and allocate, your money where you want it to go. Like, I don't eat out every day. It's not, to me, it's not important to go out and eat out every day. It's not important for me to go say, hey, you know what? I need to go buy this particular product or item every day. And so when I look at sneakers down the road, I'm sitting here like, okay, I really do want this. I really do want that. But then when I say, okay, when you put money away, right, you want to buy a new car, you put money away, you save money, but also you guys got to think about it investment wise. You have to invest your money as well. So when you forecast things out a year ahead of time, 6 months ahead of time, whatever the case may be, this is how at least I'm able to go ahead and cop sneakers, because I make sure I stay within my lane in the budget where I'm able to cop sneakers. So I just kind of curious about y'all thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if prices increase that high, bro, it's going to be more of a sneaker news channel than a sneaker review channel. I'll tell you that right now.
That's
you
fair.
know what I mean? Like,
no, that's fair.
Now, even with the full monetization, yeah, like if I get to that level where a lot of what I'm doing here on YouTube pays for these kicks, then that's cool. You know, that's different. And
That's why I threw that in last minute. Yeah.
But yeah, it would definitely be a whole lot of picking and choosing differently at that point. You know,
Straight up.
those prices being like that, and not for nothing, just for the principle of things, like, you know, because look, you know, we've all seen where Jordans was selling 160, 170, now they 180. To see a Jordan consistently at, you know, above $200, just retail, you know what I'm saying, regular, because we've gotten a couple Jordan ones that were 200, but they were like special projects with awesome materials, you know what I mean? But if you're just telling me like you're dropping like a mauve colorway and retail on those is like 225, 230.
Yeah, you're bugging. I agree. I agree.
No.
I agree. Enough is enough.
You know.
Yep.
No hate to the mauves because I got a pair.
No,
But
exactly.
at the same time,
Nah.
no.
Nope. I'm right there with you. Mids are gonna be like at freaking 170 or something like that.
What are the team Jordans going to be at, bro?
Right. Right.
Yep.
Team Jordans is going to be crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man.
Those
sure.
black and gold Jordan 1s that just dropped, those are already at 135 at Athlete's Foot.
I saw some what was it? Lapstone and Hammer 108.
Yeah.
118 out the door with $10 shipping.
The powder blues is still sitting. The shadow one going for $85 at
The Shadow Lows.
Shadow Lows?
Okay. I'm very surprised at the Shadow Lows price right now. I'm very surprised that they sat around. I really thought that, first off, a lot of people like the Jordan 1 Lows, number one. Number two, that black, gray, and white color blocking, very easy to style with. It pretty much will go with anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very surprised that they sat around. And not for nothing, the materials were decent on them.
They were.
The materials were decent. I'm very surprised that they sat around like that.
Here goes another question. Was it big sneaker YouTubers who were trying to push for Air Jordan 1 lows to become popular because highs were the popularity and highs were going down? I think that's another big question that we have to ask ourselves. You know, it's just a question. I don't know, but I put that in the back of my mind. I'm like, yo, are these, you know, let's be honest. When you have bigger sneaker YouTubers, they have their own community, right? Let's just be honest. If you're not there, you know, and I'm just saying like in popularity, you know, you can't really speak to them. Like, let's just be honest. You're not in a group. So I do kind of like feel like, are they the ones who were trying to push for the 1 lows to become popular? Because clearly the community did not push towards the Air Jordan 1 low. I've asked myself that question over and over time again.
So I wish I could play the X-Files music right now because Jay getting into conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah.
No. I'm not even knocking you on it. I'm not even knocking you because look, we've all talked about a lot of this. We all talked about it. It's interesting what some of the bigger channels look to push, and it's some of the things that they come out and say on certain shoes, and then, you know, when it happens, then it's like I told y'all, and then when it doesn't happen, it's like, oh, I can't believe, you know. Then they try to backtrack on stuff they even said a lot of times, right? You see a lot of that happen with a lot of the bigger channels. Now, for us here, I can say, for the most part, we all stand on business, what we think about a shoe and what we think it's going to do. And we also say it could end up being completely different. But I've never, for example, one of the shoes I do a lot of reviews on is like the Jordan Spizike. Now, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Now, when I'm telling people how I feel about the Spizike, that is purely my own opinion, right? And granted, like Mr. Think is going on record to say, yeah, we are quote unquote influencers, right? But if you look at a shoe and you don't like it, there's nothing I particularly should be able to say to necessarily change your mind, especially when you see it in a couple times, like even in person or whatever like that. Well, has there been silhouettes that I like? For example, there's Jordan ones that I've liked, and then I go, I didn't like it initially, and then for some reason, at some point, I've changed my mind on it. Yes, but I think Jay's got a point when he says that he sees a shoe gets pushed, you know what I'm saying, in popularity, and then is that what's really driving things, or is it the sense that they just tried to hype it up themselves?
Yeah. I just don't know. Just it raises questions.
Mr. Thing, what do you think, Perp?
I mean,
got on that?
He's got a valid point. I mean, and at this point, I mean, there are a lot of things that happen behind, closed doors. A lot of these gigantic conglomerates like Nike, Adidas, where they try to undercut the market where it benefits them, and sometimes blow up a shoe. Much like Mr. Think can tell you how they blow up a stock. Look at what happened with GameStop, a couple of years.
Oh, GameStop went up again this year.
It went up again. Once again,
it had a run this year.
Yeah, so Nike does the same thing with their sneakers and what they do with, pushing it out to the markets versus undercutting themselves. I mean, it's all about pure profit and what benefits them at that time. And timing is everything. Someone in the chat said something about timing earlier, and I couldn't agree more. I apologize if I can't remember who said it, but you're definitely getting your credit on this one. But yeah, it's all about timing.
Yeah.
Justice Sneakerhead goes, smash the like button. Yes, please. Run those likes up. Please.
Run it up.
Run those likes up. We definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all tapped in right now.
Speaking of that, I want to tap in on that whole low conversation because let me think. Have we had a low outside of like a Travis Scott? Had we had a low that has really sold out like that?
A Jordan 1 low that's really moved like that.
It's really moved. Because do you remember the one, and I love these, the one Black Toes? Love them, but they sat around.
Okay, I got one. The bleach coral lows.
Those right there. Love them.
Yeah.
The bleach coral lows.
The bleach coral Jordan 1 lows.
I love those.
They moved like crazy.
Okay, nice.
But they had low stock though. On top of that, though, keep that in mind.
Okay,
but it was a GR though, wasn't it? It was a GR release.
It was a GR, but it was a low stock GR. If that makes sense. So
I'm trying to think too. Those, and then
it creased real bad though. Oh
yeah. Oh, the Starfish one lows.
Yeah, that is
the Starfish one Jordan lows.
Good catch.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice. Hey, ATT Chris is right though. The Voodoo Zions, those went bananas.
Those were super limited though.
Those
are super limited.
Yeah.
Those are super limited. Voodoo
and then You're the Rabbit, but also another super limited one as well.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, and the second part, I wanted to add on before I forget, and we can kind of figure this out collectively. But since we were talking about running up those likes, we're going to come to a certain point in time where we're going to stream directly from the One Pair at a Time channel. So I don't know when we're going to make that transition, to kind of get everyone who's tapped in right now, to get you guys tapped in from the One Pair at a Time.
How about this?
Versus hopping into our individual lives.
9 minutes. How about that?
You talking about 9 minutes from the start of
how about 9 minutes from now?
You mean for people to jump over to the One Pair at a Time?
Yeah. Why not?
Because we're gonna be closing by 9 minutes.
No, y'all said y'all was cool to stay on. Jay said he got to go.
Well, let's do it the next one.
Okay.
Next one.
Okay.
Hey fam, I don't mean to cut nobody out, but I do have to get going. I have some things I definitely have to be taken care of. Family, without y'all, listen, man, this channel is not nothing without y'all. My channel is nothing without y'all. I really do appreciate all y'all rocking with us. Please go ahead and give all of us a thumb up. If you have not subscribed to Wear Your Kicks channel, please do so. My man, Mr. Think channel as well. My brother Purple Haze will be starting his channel. I am super stoked about that. And hey, if you have not subscribed to your boy Jay Elevate channel, please do so. Like, share, subscribe for real sneaker content. You know the model. I'm gone, family.
How red is his chest
All
right
right,
now?
brother.
He's smacking it that hard, bro.
Yo. Hell, that motto never gets old, man.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, gentlemen. I did want to get on this though. Since we're talking about money right now, your boy Charles Barkley gave up $100 million. Gave up $100 million to help the TNT employees still keep their job. Now, mind you, apparently this $100 million he gave up is good for 1 year to keep them
All you
employed.
get for $100 million, huh?
1 year.
Oh, wow. Well, shout out to Charles Barkley for that. Wow.
Yeah, not a lot of people would obviously do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, because apparently he said that they were throwing crazy numbers at him from a bunch of different networks, and he decided to stick with TNT. Now I don't know what what the overall numbers are on his contract is, but it's interesting to think about that. This $100 million that he gave up on his contract is only going to keep these TNT employees, whichever ones they're talking about, letting go of. It's only going to keep their job for another year. Like, that's wild.
That is insane. Wow.
The ends do not justify the means. I will definitely say that.
Right.
Not for $100 million.
Right. Not for that time frame.
Yeah.
Listen, not for nothing though, and Perp, you can talk about this, but it's crazy to think about that the C-suites, even though overall profits can be down, they still walk away with 20+% bonuses year over year. Matter of fact, what was it? We were talking about a CEO that just got fired, and they still got like $100 million severance package or something like that. And the company was like never profitable. Matter of fact, they saw the company go down. Let go of the guy, and he still got a crazy severance package.
Well, I equate it to sports, just like you take Caleb Williams for Chicago Bears, right? He has X amount that's guaranteed, right? Should something happen to him that first week, the second week, mid-season, whatever the case may be, and he is no longer able, knock on wood, I'm not trying to put that out there, no longer able to play in the NFL at all, he's still guaranteed $55 million, $65 million, whatever the case may be. So it's the exact same premise when it comes to these CEOs and CIOs and CFOs of different companies. It's baked into their contract when they go over to assume the reins over a lot of these different companies. And unfortunately, yes, to your point, even if you take a nosedive the last 3 quarters, Q2, Q3, Q4, consistent hemorrhaging of profits, they will still get paid. That will never change. That will never change at all, unless they're sweeping congressional bills that come in and they begin regulating how these companies hire and fire their CEOs, which won't happen. Because when these companies lose profit with their CEOs, then so does Capitol Hill. So a lot of these politicians that are invested in stock and everything else with these different companies. So it's all tied together, which we'll see later on down the road is why they'll never fail. So it's sad reality.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it just sucks because obviously to pay that a lot of times they end up having to let go of a bunch of employees.
Yeah, and you'll see CEOs take over a company for 1 year and they'll run it into the ground profit-wise. And then all of a sudden, boom, they still have $125 million, guaranteed, severance package that they take with them. They move on.
Right.
Yeah. Well, doing a lot of that work is part of the reason why the Nike stock dropped, because of all those employees that they let go and they were to try to make up for profit, and all that focus that they've been doing on all the focus that they have been doing on suing a lot of people, you know what I mean, all the lawsuits that they've taken on. It's just a strange time to see what's been going on. But these are the different ways, though, that these companies keep themselves looking as profitable as possible.
But here's the thing, too, right? It's all about showing face. And where your kicks, Mr. Think, you all have been talking about this periodically throughout the course of the last couple of months alone, right? So we see, Nike is laid off all XYZ of these employees. But if they're not laying off the right people in retrospect, then nothing changes, right? All you're doing is pandering to the public saying, we're doing a sweeping reform internally. But in actuality, you're laying off coders, developers, the low end, tech people, and not some of the key stakeholders that are truly making these decisions from marketing to commerce all the way down. If they're not being impacted, then the company overall is not going to be impacted, which means you as the consumer, right, has to take the brunt of those decisions. But we won't see that right away. We won't see that for another year, because generally from the consumer brand perspective, we're always a year behind when key decisions are made in companies like Nike, Adidas, Puma, all the way down. So we'll be talking about this in a year.
We'll see what.
Right. That is true.
I would say because when do the end of the year earnings reports come out? Is it January or February?
It's the end of February, but if they're having a dismal quarter, then it'll normally get pushed out to February, because that's when the bonuses for those high-end C-level executives are paid out. So they never want those to come out before then.
And Perp, to your point, I'm going off of memory, but I just recently did a vote, like a shareholder vote for Tesla for Elon Musk. Mm-hmm. And I actually voted in favor to it, for it, to be honest with you. But for Elon Musk to get a $56 billion compensation package, this is through Tesla. So they did a vote back in 2018. So somebody took it to like a Delaware court, just to make a long story short, and they pretty much denied his package. So he's still going through like the legal side of it, but they did a new shareholder vote, and the shareholders voted in favor of Elon Musk to receive this $56 billion. So
because you have to think about it. It's like the Democrats and Republicans is the shareholders versus the board of directors, right? They have to be in unison, or at least one has to have a majority over one and the other for those things to pass. Like you just mentioned, that's a really good example you just named, Mr. Think. I mean, and a lot of times when they propose or make those nominations, it's to see, I can go in and say, I propose I get a $15 billion increase next year, right? And that could really impose a 3-year, year-over-year span, right? The board of directors, it goes to the board of directors, right? Then they vote on it, it goes to the shareholders, and then whoever has the majority off of that, then it's a sweeping bill that gets pushed internally within that company. So it just goes to show you, shareholders, as you know, have so much power.
Yeah,
for sure. And Elon purchased Twitter X for $44 billion. So I mean, no lie, this new compensation package literally pays off Twitter. Like it's amazing.
Yeah, but the average person doesn't know that though. So go ahead.
So I have a question, right? Because you brought something up, Mr. Think. So he purchased Twitter or X, right? Is it a real exchange of money, or is it an exchange of assets when you make a purchase like that?
So a lot of people was upset, like a lot of Tesla shareholders was upset when Elon Musk made that purchase, because no lie, he had to sell options, Tesla stock, in order to acquire those funds. So he had to get it from here to pay over there, which in turn, I'll be honest with you, it tanked the stock. I mean, when you're pulling that much, money out, and they do it in sections, what I mean? So when I say it tanked, it didn't necessarily instantly, it's almost like how you hear say the term like pump and dump. So over time, it was going like this. You know what I mean? That's what was happening over time. It didn't just go like pff. It was doing one of these, you know what I mean? But it was definitely
it's a ripple effect.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. Because a lot of times, you know, whenever you hear people's net worth, it's not that they have $200 billion sitting in a bank. They're not liquid. Exactly. They're not liquid. So they gotta tap those assets in order to liquefy. So that's why a lot of Tesla shareholders was really upset with it, because they was like, man, like it created like an overhang over the Tesla stock, you know. However,
Warren Buffett did the same thing that Elon did earlier in the year, right? Yeah. Ripple effect that went across multiple verticals.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and definitely, Mr. Thing, when people hear the word billionaire, they just automatically assume liquid. And I was like, no. I mean, they may be 20% liquid out of all of their assets. The rest of them are tied up investments.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's just not sitting somewhere, and you know, they got the cash sitting in a vault at home, and they
like the money pit from DuckTales.
right, exactly. Sitting there swimming in it. They're sitting at home, just swimming in billions.
Oh man,
we had a question here about the Diffuse 11.
Oh,
I'm not.
Let's take a look again, because Nike is saying that they were sold out on a Nike app here.
They're not. I don't think they're sold out, but for some reason you can't. Like, you can see them, but you can't buy them.
So hate to lose. He must be out right now, because he just sent me. Let me get my face out the way. You see them sitting?
Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I see him.
Yeah,
I see.
He must be out somewhere, but he just sent me a picture. They're sitting. Actually, there's quite a bit there. We got the Olympic 6s there. We got the Jordan 1 black and golds. That's a pretty good picture right there. Yes, sir.
Man, hey, shout out to everybody in the chat right now who's rocked out with us.
Shout out.
Hey, did we ever talk about the update they did to the Nike app?
No.
Yo,
not the sneakers app, to the Nike app. We're now.
I never got that update though.
So it's tabbed here. So you see here. Hold on. Let me solo this real quick.
I never got that.
So this is this here, and if you see the Jumpman and the swoosh. So if I go ahead and tap on that, now it switches it over.
Wow, that's different. I didn't realize that was there.
Hey, Perp, he put that in the chat a while ago, and I did an update, and I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't have that either.
I don't have it. I do not have that.
What kind of phone do you have, Perp?
iPhone.
He's iPhone. I'm iPhone.
Okay. Wow, yeah. They gave an update to the Droid phones apparently only.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a dedicated tab now for Jordan that they updated it with. Which is what I switched to.
Us.
Yeah, which is what I switched to. So I see that they're there, but again, you can't necessarily buy them. But yeah, if they're sitting in stores like that, I'm pretty sure. And what was the retail on these? $190? Yeah, nah. And we're going into the fall time too.
All right.
Jeffrey Fight goes,
are you ready?
In what world do 11 lows sell out?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Check Sneakers app right now, bro. For the Diffuse Blue. Check it right now. Sneakers.
Let's go.
Sneakers app.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. Check it right now. Check
Full
Sneakers app.
Size run.
Full size run.
What a shot.
Maybe
Shocker.
I gotta log out and log back in on mine.
It's a full size run right now, bro.
Full size run, literally. Nothing is sold on my side.
Exactly.
Dang.
But then I checked the Nike app. Remember, it said sold out, and I screenshotted that. Yep.
Yeah, the fake sellouts.
Mr. Dink's been calling it from day one. Look, full size run.
Here we go.
Crazy.
Full size. That's why I was like. That's why I was like, man, stop the cap. It's sold out. Get out of here. Sold out.
Fact goes, and that usually doesn't stop me, but I was so happy when I saw the black and gold in these back to back. I knew I had 2 weeks off. 2 weeks off of copping shoes.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
all good.
Straight up.
It's all good.
Speaking of, I still did not make my video yet. It's gonna be like too late for those black and gold. I'm still gonna drop it, but man,
I
still
got
didn't do my video.
Get out there.
I got the
Yeah.
Olympic Safari SBs in that I still
Oh,
need to make a
nice.
video on.
Nice.
I need to make a video on those. So
Anybody
Real
get
quick.
the KD Nerfs? Not to get off
Jay
topic.
Jay got them.
Yeah, Jay got him.
So we were the only two that got him. Okay. All
Yep,
right.
yep.
Yeah. Oh, you got them too? Okay. Yeah, I didn't even go after the KD nerfs.
October. I'm wishful thinking. August has been. I got the Nerfs, the Kobe's, and now the Ahmad's all for retail. So I may just take a hiatus for a few weeks.
Right.
You know they're coming out with 3 pair of Halo Kobe's.
Yeah, I did
Now
see
that
Yes,
you brought
yes.
that up,
sneaker
let
bundle.
me,
About it.
now that you brought that up, since I got them here, let me just go ahead and. So this is one of the pairs right here.
Mm-hmm.
Halo Elite 9.
Yeah, yep. And then you got the high, right?
Yep. People are gonna
This
go
one
nuts over
here.
that. Fan.
Then
Yeah,
there is
Jay likes those.
then there's this one. The Protro.
Mm-hmm.
There's this one here. And then there is, yes, the high.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Not necessarily a fan of the high. I would say out of the 3, probably the Protro pair is probably
Protro.
my favorite.
I'd be curious to see how many pairs they make of the high. Very curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too, actually. I would too be interested to see. I would be interested to see how many they make out of all of them, to be honest with you. Because they, they limit Kobe so much, and the demand for Kobe's is really high. You think they would start putting out a few more pairs, make more money off of them.
Yeah.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
So, I don't know.
Now, my question to you is, if they start producing more pairs of Kobe's, would that dilute, right, the kind of hype beast air-esque around them? That would be the question. Just make Kobe's a GR, like a straight up bona fide GR. Like, would people still go for them?
Well, it depends, because like okay, they dropped 3. What was the 3 pair that they dropped? They had the Sixer joints,
The camo and the Venice
camo.
Beach.
Venice Beach.
Thank you. The Venice Beach. They kind of sat around a little bit. People weren't necessarily feeling them as much as like the other pairs.
But have you seen the resale on those right now?
No,
Crazy.
what are they at?
I haven't looked at it recently, but yeah,
I
you should
haven't
look it
either.
up. They're up there.
They're up there.
The-
Yep.
The
They're up
Venice
there.
Beach?
And the camos are going something stupid too. And I actually want the
yeah.
camos.
450-ish right now.
On the
Yep.
Kobe's.
The Kobe's, yeah.
Yeah,
Even those Venice Beaches, and you're right. They did sit for a little bit. You're absolutely right.
And see, here they didn't know, which is real crazy. I got those. That was a retail cop for me, but that was the only one out of the 3-pack that I was able to secure for retail. Jay picked up the camos for $450, and then those Phillies are still doing pretty high too. I think the Italian camo are the highest, the Phillies are the second, and then the Venice Beaches are the third highest.
Right.
Let me see here. So prices are looking like.
Yeah.
Damn it! What is this thing
Yeah.
doing?
I see it kind of skipping around, but
Yeah, it's just jumping a little all over the place.
Okay. So like, damn it! All this extra crap on here. All right, I'm gonna just read you these prices because this is messing with me right now.
and Perp, you actually have a good point, because if they were like GR and these Kobe's, I think at first it'll sell out and then it'll start sitting.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
I can see that happening.
So from size 10, I'll go from size 10 up. 250 on a size 10, 261 right now on a 10.5, 260 on an 11, 275 on an 11.5, 278 on a 12, 282 on a 12.5, 290 on a 13. So,
and what was retail? 190.
Retail was 190. Yep,
190.
Yeah, so not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Not bad.
They're doing better than these Olympic golds, that's for sure.
Way better. And I know the girl dads haven't moved much, but those Italian camos are definitely up there too.
They are. I've had them in hand. I've almost pulled it out. I'm so bad at
Y'all know I've been on this green and yellow deal, so I've definitely be eating up the greens, and I would love to get my hands on those Italian camos.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all Batman fans?
Are you about to talk about those Crocs?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it.
Yeah.
Batmobile.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I would actually cop these. It'd be my first pair of Crocs because I don't have
the
any.
Batmobile Crocs.
I would actually cop these. I've been seeing them pop up. I've been seeing them, bro. I would actually grab these.
The Batmobile Crocs.
Yo, who's the person in the comment section who's always getting on the Crocs?
Oh, I know. We had somebody,
you know what I'm talking about.
We had somebody earlier in the week that was just every other thing was something about Crocs.
Crocs.
Every other thing was something about Crocs. It was crazy. Okay, but not for nothing, right? I honestly think these series of Crocs, at some point, you're going to see prices on these be crazy, like a few years down the line where you can't find them because so many of these are obviously they're specialized. You know what I mean? They only release them for this period of time, so it's either you pick them up or you missed out on them. You know, when they've done Batman, they've done Japanese anime, they've done Deadpool, they've done Wolverine, they've done Ninja Turtles, they've done Disney movies.
Cars.
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 Yeah.
They said those Maters, the Maters was already on the resale market. They was up a little bit. So people trying to cop those. The Mater being the tow truck from Cars. Yeah, man, like Crocs, bro. Like any of y'all own a pair of Crocs?
No,
I do not.
Yeah,
that's what I said. That would actually be my first. That would be like my first pair.
Oh yeah, they had Wu-Tang Crocs. Thank you. Hate to lose. That's right, they did. They had Wu-Tang Crocs.
Yeah, that'd be my first pair.
Yeah.
And I personally I'd dog them out. That'd be like on the beach.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Yeah, let the sand run through them. Yeah, exactly. I'd dog them out.
I bet you there's like some serious Croc collectors out there though.
Oh yeah.
Like people doubling up on pairs, one the rock, one the stock on the Crocs to eventually think that they're going to do something. I mean, not for nothing. I mean, when you think about some of the old memorabilia for like movies and TV shows and cartoons and stuff like that, like a lot of times they go for a decent amount of money at some point down the line.
He has something to say. He said, I think Kobe's look silly on like a 250-pound, 5'8" guy.
Damn.
Wow.
You're talking about somebody that looked like just a ball.
Built like a trash can. Oh, man. Tell us how you really feel.
Well, hey, I'll tell you right now, I got that 250 on lock, 265 at that. So good thing I'm not 5'8". No, right? No, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Good thing I'm not 5'8".
You know what I mean?
Jeez.
Yeah, you tall though, bro. Oh man. Listen, Justice Sneakerhead said had a few pair of the Maters and sold them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet they move real fast too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Had the Lightning McQueens as well.
Yep.
Well.
Put them bad boys in sport mode.
Right.
Somebody asked, Fat goes, did anybody ever figure out what the purpose of that patch on the Proton Dust Craft was?
No. Eternally debated. Nope.
The patch on the... What patch?
Yeah, it's the little patch on the back end of the shoe. It's like a little square patch.
This?
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Did they put those on the olive crafts?
I think
as
they
well?
did as well. Yeah.
They did.
Yep. Right there.
They did. I have no idea what that is
People
for.
have been
Right.
debating ever since they dropped, and no one has come up with a viable
Right.
answer.
It's like the patchwork.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think because on a normal Jordan 4, is there anything in this spot here? I know on like the Ama
It's probably
Menieres,
just
they put
smooth.
like a button.
No, but that
On
was
the-
only for one though. That was the
Yeah, on the Ama 4s, there
four.
was like a button.
But they were the only ones that ever had that button though. Nobody they never Ahmad never
Yeah,
came out
and
with
then the new- And then the
New ones don't
Amas,
either.
They don't have the button. Yeah, they don't have it. The new
I
ones
like
don't have
that
the button.
No, it gives it a I don't know, it just gives it more of a luxury feel. I don't know why.
So most of the Ama pairs are supposed to represent an OG in like luxury form. For example, like these black 3s that are dropping are supposed to be like the black cement 3s in luxury form.
Mhm.
What are the 4s though? This particular lighter pair, what do you think those are for?
Oh,
Talking
what
about
is representing?
fossil.
Yeah, the fossil color.
People have been making the comparison as nothing but an ore that's been bleached, but I don't agree with that because it's different material build. It's just a different style. They don't have the button.
Mm.
It's a different shoe altogether.
Do you think do you think the original Ama pair maybe is supposed to be like a black cement 3, black cement 4 in luxury form? Possibly.
It's hard for me to draw that comparison. I could be wrong on this, but I don't see the correlation.
Yeah, I would, with the 4s, I'm trying to figure it out. Like the original Ama 3s,
Yeah.
to me, that's like the white cement 3s,
Yeah, of course.
right?
Right.
And then the Jordan 1 Ama Menieres, those were supposed to be like the burgundy, the burgundy pair, and then the 2s that dropped, those are supposed to be like a luxury version of like the original Chicago 2s.
Yeah, because the black ones are nothing but these right here, in my opinion. That's it, hands down. It's nothing but a black version, black variation. Because you
Correct.
see
So that's why, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everything.
So it's like, but what's interesting is, okay, those are white cement 3s.
no
I'm
argument.
asking you which one. Which one? Those or the white cement 3s? So I'm saying the white Ama pair or white cement 3s.
Oh, it's
Which
the
one do you
Ahmad.
like
for me.
better?
I mean, I'm just a diehard Ahmad fan, so it's the Ahmads for me. It's a classic right there. That's immortalized as a grail.
So when you look at the two black pairs, the black cement 3 and the Ama black 3, which one do you pick there?
That's a tough
Oh,
one.
see?
'Cause I have
See?
those two OGs.
See, it's different now. Mr.
That's a
Think,
tough
what do
one.
you got on it?
That's a real tough
Man,
one.
I do not have Ama anything, and I want it. So I don't have any Amas in hand. Any.
The only Ahmads I don't have are the ones and the 2s because I think the ones are disgusting. But
You don't like the ones.
I hate the
See,
ones.
my favorite Ama is the 2s.
I like the 2s, but they
Wait,
the both on the ones.
were the 2s women's? No.
No, they were
No?
they were the
Oh.
women's release.
Okay,
Both
okay.
the
The
ones and the
3s
2s
were women's in
Yeah, the
extended
3s were
sizing.
Mhm.
Okay.
The 4s, I think, were women's too in extended sizing, were they not?
No,
Or
no,
it's
those
just
are
the
men's size.
5s. It was just the 5. The 5s were like the 12s were like that.
Yeah, these are women's. These were
I remember the
men's.
12s. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Women's. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
But the 4s from 22, the ores, those were men's release.
I would say this. The Ama Black 3 versus the Black Cement 3, I'll probably go Black Cement 3. With the Ama White pair versus the White Cement 3, I pick the Amas as well. I have to agree with you there.
Yeah. That's fair.
Chad, how do you guys see it? When you put the white pair against the white pair, The white Ahmad 3s versus the white cement 3s. What do y'all pick? And then do the same thing with the black Ahmad 3s and the black cement 3s. What do y'all pick in that one?
Yeah, that's fair.
I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that.
Right, that's fair.
Let's see here. Let's see. Those women's 4s are a must-cop. The first 4s are dark purple, not black at all. Yeah, I know. So I'm wondering, like, what they were trying to do a play on with those 4s, Jeffrey Flight. Love the Ahmad 1s. Those are the play on the metallic burgundies. Fat goes, I have the 1s, 2s, OG 3s, and Dawn 5s.
I want to look up those ones. I don't remember what they look like since Perp didn't like them.
Ones Ahmad are crazy on details and quality. Come on now.
No. There's no argument with that. Come on, I'm on record as saying that Ahmad has one of the best luxury material builds out of all collabs, period. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying aesthetically, I don't like how they blended the colors together.
On the one?
On the Ahmad 1. Yeah, I don't like that the swoosh and the way they just kind of.
It was a swoosh was like snakeskin.
Yeah, I'm not a big snakeskin guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
But you say you like the 2s though.
I do like the 2s
with the snakeskin midsole.
Yeah, but again, it's a different silhouette altogether, though.
Yeah, okay.
So you can take the same color blocking and put it on different silhouettes, and it'll look different.
Fact said you don't like the cracked leather. He gets it.
I like cracked leather. I mean, how could you like the Lost and Founds and not like cracked leather?
True.
Yeah, yeah. Fact. Yeah, man, that was mentioned before. The metallic burgundies were the inspiration for those Ahmad 1s. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct. Are y'all surprised the metallic burgundies sat around the way they did and are going way below retail?
No.
Which ones?
The 85 highs that dropped.
Oh no, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Which isn't even burgundy; it's red. But they dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. Ones really haven't been hitting like that, and the fake sellout that we thought we saw with the denim ones, we already saw. They did the switch up with that as well.
Yeah, so. He said, "Do you realize that was released this year, sitting for 110?" Yeah, fact. Yeah, man. We know, bro. It's surprising. It's definitely surprising, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
I do like those 85 highs though. I really do like them.
Yeah,
I really do like them.
It's a nice shoe, man. Thick
it
leather.
Is.
You gotta break them in. You know what I'm saying? But
not for the wide foot people though. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's because that midsole. That midsole is different. Yeah, super narrow, and then the leather being thicker, it's stiffer. So it's harder to break in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man. Perp, what you got to close out, bro?
Man, yo, chat, y'all have been rocking out with us since we first went live this morning, man. And y'all have been in, man. Salute to the chat. We love y'all, man. We thank y'all for always rocking out with us and the support. Let's continue to build this out into something great and beautiful. Thank you all for tapping in with us on this beautiful Saturday morning when you could have been doing a million other things, but you decided to drop it right here with your people.
Oh,
straight up,
sir, Mr. Think.
Straight up. I appreciate y'all. That's it.
Easy. Short and sweet, baby. Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Easy.
Yeah, man, definitely appreciate all you guys who rocked out with us once again. 25th week in a row. 25th week. Guys, amazing. And we still have so much more to come. We definitely have the sneaker battle we're going to be bringing to y'all here sometime very soon in the future. That's still on the way. And yes, don't forget, we will at some point here be making a complete switchover to the One Pair at a Time podcast channel to where we will only be streaming from there. So for you guys right now who are tapped in to all of our channels, we definitely appreciate it. Make sure you guys are subbed up to that channel over there. Eventually, like I said, things will be moving to that completely. Once again, shout out to you guys, the chat, for dropping in, watching us once again. 25 weeks in a row. It's been a great time. A lot of fun. A lot of great things we have planned here for the future. In any case, guys, this is Lewis of the Way Your Kicks channel, reminding you to be true, stay in the moment, and don't forget, every day is a great day to wear your kicks. And we out. Messed up my own tagline.